All right, so we're gonna deal with like someone trying to push, trying to collar tie you, because this is like what they're gonna be trying to do to actually pass your guard. And a lot of times you can use this to start elbow passing, or making 2-on-1. So it's kind of depending how you want to play it. If he just reaches towards your shoulder and starts pushing you down, it's really easy to start elbow passing this across. Okay, and when you do that, now it becomes really easy to start wrestling up onto that single because you have that flank. If, let's say, we get a 2-on-1, and you don't have to do a 2-on-1 if he's reaching here. Like, let's say if he reaches down for your legs, you can start doing 2-on-1s and getting this off balance, where right now, like, it would make more sense for me to just go around the knee because I'm not like all the way right here. And a lot of times, whenever you are like threatening to the center line, a lot of people just like close their knees up because they're really worried about leg locks. That's a great time to just come up on a leg and wrestle up. So it's whatever you want, but just have your partner down, just start to reach towards you, because realistically that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna use their hands to connect to you. They have to do that before they pass, and then as they're doing so, start misdirecting that arm or 2-on-1ing that arm and getting that same pulling effect that we did last week going to the legs, but you're just doing this off balancing, create a flank and wrestle up. So if we're here and we want to elbow pass, we're gonna grab like right above his elbow, and I'm looking to almost like lock out his arm. So if I'm here and I'm pushing like down, this isn't doing really anything at all, but if I pop this across and there's weight onto that arm, he's almost like arm barring himself, so he has to let off, and then I can get this angle where I can wrestle up. Now, once you do wrestle up, this is just an option. This is something I like to do. A lot of wrestlers do this, to be honest, but I've been doing this from the feet. You can do this from kneeling too when you wrestle up. Instead of just going directly and grabbing this hand, a lot of times I'll use this hand to kind of like off balance, and then I'll use this other hand to grab their knee. So that way they're stuck and there's weight into that leg. And then if they do try to like posture up and get away, I'm just gonna use that to pull myself up, and then go into a foot single, and then work from there. So over time, same thing. We're doing like a 2-on-1. When I pass this across, I'll gather the knee, and then I can pull myself up. If you want to, we'll go over this later this week. You can start with like an ankle pick and threaten that, and then go into a sweep single. But for right now, if you're just trying to do a sweep single, I'd recommend just grab the inside of the knee, use that to pull yourself up, cut the angle, and then you can decide where you want to take it from there on the wrestle up. Questions?
Let's see that first part one more time.
Yeah. So let's say if he's posting on my shoulder, this makes it like a lot easier to learn the elbow pass. If you're gonna grab right behind his elbow here, and you're trying to use the base of your palm, almost do like a Steven Seagal type move, kind of like arm bar him. It's kind of bullshit, but it works, you know? Because if he wasn't putting weight on my arm, like this wouldn't really matter. But like he also wouldn't be pushing me down, you know? So if he wants to push me down, he just put weight on it. Now I'm gonna scoot out of the way and then guide this across, and then we can start wrestling up. So try to, like when you're here, create this angle, so your foot will be a little bit further out. But then once you feel like you have the angle, switch your stance, then you start pulling yourself up, work from there. Does that make sense?
Yeah, gotta try it now.